Spoiler alert, that girl's still kicking, y'all. Karen is still alive. Hey, y'all, welcome back to another review with Life with Chastity. This for Tyler Perry Sister Season 6, Episode 4. Okay, so look, the girl's still alive. So everybody who is like, okay, I hope Karen gone. I hope she gone. She's still alive. And if you watched the Season 6 trailer, you already knew that. You already knew that. But I will say, and I said this in my live, they had spoiler pictures of Karen. She was in the same clothes that she passed out in the fire in. And she was talking to a firefighter. They apparently didn't use that. They did not use that. And it was said that the Jennifer lady was the one who set the salon on fire. She did not. They said it was an older man. So I was like, okay, y'all build all this fuss, just like the credit card storyline. But I did like this episode, but just like the credit card storyline. Remember, they kept going on and on. They done sent Zach. He done went to jail, got locked up. The police officer over here about to take his life. All over this credit card, stolen credit card or whatever. And they talking about something, oh, it was just a client. Oh, this just a client. What? Now it's just some dude. Look, they rewrote it. I feel like they rewrote it, or they wrote two different versions. But yeah, like I said in my live, if you didn't know, sometimes they do that. They film more than one scene, or more than one scene, or more than one version of a scene, or whatever. But yeah, so everybody in disbelief. Pam Key, look, another thing. I wrote it somewhere on here. What did she say? She said she swears she turned the curly irons on. Then later said, okay, she left it on and all that stuff. She also said, did she say that Aaron rode, he was in the car with her? I said, look, I whatever. But yeah, everyone in disbelief. Jay said, stop lying, Pam, and all that. He couldn't believe it. So, he was like, he finna go. He said something. I forgot to write that part down. But he left. I'm going to the salon. And he left Fatima. Fatima was looking. I said, that's the first strike. That's the first strike. He left her. So Fatima was like, she'll drive them to the salon. And she did. But yeah, Pam sounded like she said that Aaron was in the car with her. And she was like, he keeps blaming me. He said I left the curling irons on and all that stuff. He keeps blaming me. But she kept on repeating that Aaron blaming her. She did it in the car too. But Andy tells Fatima to drive faster and everything. She says she is. So Pam messed herself, said, not as fast as that. I said, even when she distraught, even when she grieving and all this other stuff, she's still gonna tell folks business or be in mess. But she was like, not as fast as that. She said, I see. Fatima said, I see. She said she see that. Andy has Fatima call the girl. She calls Danny and everything. Danny, she's like, what's going on? Fatima just steady telling her to get to the salon. She won't listen. She was like, where Andy? Put Andy on the phone. So Andy tells her to get her A word to the salon and everything. Logan, this man, he said he saw the surveillance. He could have them take back the deal and all that stuff. He started talking about how he got a promotion because of the incident, and I said figures. He said what it looked like you in his car. That's what it was. I was trying to figure out on the live, what did he say? I just did a live. What did he say? And it was a whole bunch of strikes that's supposed to be against Q if he really cared and everything. What is Logan again? Is he an FBI agent or what? Whatever because he said he got a promotion. I said, you need to turn in your badge. You need to turn in your, what that was on, where they was like, you need to turn in your badge. But Logan talking about how he got a promotion because of the incident. He said what it looked like you in his car and got a weapon and he got substances in his system. I said, hello, it looked like he guilty. And it looked like he ain't gonna never learn his lesson. So you saw him. Because, again, I keep saying it. Every review in regards to this bank robbery, I keep saying it. Banks usually have surveillance. You talking about what you saw at the airport. What about the bank? At first, I thought they was trying to get Q or set him up based on the preview. But no, of course not. They want to drag this crazy storyline on. It don't even make sense. It don't make sense. Usually banks have surveillance unless they cut the tapes or something. I ain't think about that. Unless they cut the wires or something like that. But they ain't mentioned it. I said, yeah, I didn't think about that. Maybe that's why they ain't got surveillance. Who knows? But yeah, so if you did have surveillance, you would have caught him on camera. So you talking about you got his car and all that stuff. What it looked like you got his car. He stole the doggone car. He had a weapon, which he ain't supposed to have. And he got that stuff, that substances, because I can't say the word. He got that in his system. You talking about something, he need to get up and go to work. What? He need to get up and go to jail? What is you talking about? He need to get up and go to work. He talking about some, what he say? I need something. He's like, he just talked to the people. He fine. He need to get up and go back to work. I said, yeah. But Sabrina, if you didn't know, episode 7 says that Sabrina's supposed to come up with a plan. So hopefully her plan works. and they get this man, because at this point that storyline's dragging, along with all these other crazy storylines. But what else? They asked how, I skipped something. Pam said she left the curl in Arizona. She finally admitted, and her and Andy started talking, and she was like, you burned down my best friend's salon. Andy owed her an apology too. Look, and I seen people saying, I think I spoke on this already. They said, do y'all think it's Pam's responsibility because she the assistant, or the hairstylist? And I said, well, technically it's the hairstylist, but technically also if she put Pam in charge of, you know, locking up and make sure everything good, then I would say yeah. But the hairstylist should be talked to. Well, can't talk to him now because the salon gone. You can't. And while we talking about the salon, I just thought about something. I can't remember if I don't think I talked about it. Did y'all hear? Look, they acting was over talk. Y'all heard them crying? Look, when somebody yelled out, I forgot. I was gonna mark it, but I forgot now. If you go back and listen to them when the dude confirmed that somebody was dead or whatever, that the body they deceased and everything, they start crying, and I said, get the way they was crying, I was laughing. The way Zach was crying, I said, no, now. I said, no. But everybody was upset and everything. But, but yeah, they asked how she knew that it was Karen in there. And she was like, I saw her car. Look, they could have showed her getting up or something. Talking about this man. The man came over and like, oh, hey, he is right here. I thought that was gonna be Jason Weaver. Brian. He gonna be playing Brian or whatever. I said I thought that was gonna be him. It's some random. They always bring in. Who knows? He might not be random. He might be. We might see him later. Because they said some new characters are coming on the scene and everything. But Logan still insists that these people. I forgot that part. Look, I forgot a lot of stuff. Logan still insists that these people robbed the bank. These people robbed the bank. Q talking about something. I know. I said, look here. How you gonna take the word? Look, I'm tripping off that. How do you? But I heard that they do that for real. That they will make a deal with somebody to get the bigger criminal or whatever. But if you saw them, look, whatever. Episode 7 says Sabrina comes up with a plan, so hopefully it works. Sabrina tries to talk to Bayo about the courts and everything, the money, but he doesn't want to talk about it. But Bayo said he was looking crazy as soon as Maurice came in, and Maurice kept talking about Prince this and Prince that. I was like, oh my goodness. You could tell by his facial expression that he something was gonna happen, or he was gonna say something. So Bayo said that Maurice was being rude, and he said ask him to leave and all this stuff. And Maurice thought he was thinking that he was like, oh, I get it. I do not want Sabrina. I don't know why anybody else would want her. Just joking, because that's what he does. Not to say it's right, but he done told him you're disgusting, because Maurice said he don't like. Maurice said, y'all know what Maurice said. He like, and he's like, you're disgusting and everything. And Sabrina, once he left, he was telling Sabrina about it, but she's like, no, maybe it's something else. I said, well, very much looking like he homophobic. I don't know though. But again, I asked, like in my live, I said, wasn't there a scene where he acted a certain way around Maurice, but he said he wasn't homophobic? And I said, I don't know. I said, you don't call nobody. Maurice do too much sometimes. And I feel like he do that and joke and play and stuff like that to hide his emotions. But not to say that's an excuse. But I said, you don't call nobody disgusting. What's wrong with him? And I said, yeah, this taking those $1 million from this man. I ain't gonna say $1 million. What was it? Was it 5 million, 6 million? I forgot. But that's too much money to be taken from somebody. I said, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. He gonna blackmail, threaten, do something. He gonna do something. But Maurice says he gonna get a confession out of Q and everything. Danny ends up telling Sabrina that she got to get to the salon because something going on. Maurice went with her. Aaron's still trying to get answers, but they not telling him nothing. Zach makes it. Look, everybody made it at the same time. Look, y'all wasn't that far away, was y'all? But everybody made it at the same time to the salon and everything. Zach makes it to the salon. He tries to go inside, tries to go through Aaron and Gary. This man start yelling out, Karen. And Zach and Aaron was like, now you care and all this stuff. Now that it's too late, and they was arguing about to fight again. They always about to fight every time. Preston makes it, Calvin makes it, the whole cast on, not the whole cast, but the main characters are on the scene. Danny asked if anyone has called Miss Lisa, and they were saying they didn't want to because look, and they showed, they must have been an old clip. They be telling stories in these trailers. I just thought about that, and I didn't address it in my live. They showed Miss Lisa on the phone, on the couch, and it looked like Karen. They tricked us. They tricked us. They tricked us. They showed Karen on the couch. I mean, not Karen, Miss Lisa on the couch. And it looked like everybody was saying that was Karen's home. And I said, no, she didn't go home after the fire or whatever. But yeah. Where'd she get that? What she changed? She had a spare. Did she go? Did she say she went home afterwards or what? But yeah, where I stop at? I got sidetracked. They asked if they called Miss Lisa. They was like, no, Aaron didn't want to because they don't know for sure. And even Danny was like, oh, it's not her. Just wait and see and everything. They want to let people know and stuff. They telling you, wait, you don't know who it is. Y'all don't know if that was that good or not. Until the man came out and said the person in there was deceased. Then somebody was a dude. I'm tripping off that. Somebody was an older man. And they was like, sometimes homeless people be at the back and everything. And I said, man, so they must have was lighting a fire to get warm or something. But Karen and Aaron on the preview for next week's episode talking about Jennifer. So we might be seeing Jennifer again, y'all. We might be. So that might be good that they didn't allow her to get off in that fire. But Zach told Aaron, this is family. You wouldn't know nothing about that. I said, look, Fatima looking so upset. It's like every time he open his mouth or do something, she get upset. Because he kept doing the most. Look, I understand. I said that. I said, I understand because she could possibly be, even if she wasn't carrying his child, that's a baby in her stomach and she a human being and you would care if somebody caught in the fire or not. But and the fact that they got history and all this stuff. But everything he was saying to my, we all love her and all this. I said, Zach, shut up. I said, Zach, I ain't even see her get in the ride share and leave. I said, Zach, shut up. Then he waited, everybody gone, Karen gone. Now you notice that your fiance ain't there. And not only you think he noticed then, I think Pam the one who snitched. Pam told everything. She was like, you didn't see her face? I was watching her. Once she seen Karen, she got in the ride share and left. She got in the ride share and left and everything. I said, yeah, Fatima just kept looking and said, you wouldn't know nothing about this family and everything. They confirmed that the victim was deceased. Zach done pushed. Once Karen walking up, look, the way she walked up, I was like, okay, that was good. I liked the way they had her walk up like that. While everybody was just crying and breaking down, they was like, what? Andy told me, I said, what's going on? But, look, Karen walked up. So Zach, he done rushed over there. He done ran to Karen. And Danny brought that up later in the episode. But he done ran to Karen. He basically pushed past everybody to get to her. He done ran past her. He done hugged her. I said, okay, now, you see she alive. You hugged her. Okay. Hug back now. You doing too much. He hugs her again. Matter of fact, then he hug her like 3 or 4 times. I don't know. Like he'll hug her and then stop and then hug her again. I said, okay, you tripping. You tripping. Then that girls had to push him off of her. That was definitely too much. They had to basically, okay, let us, and then they start hugging her and everything. And I said, look. But yeah, I wrote down, I said, that girl's still okay. Look, she's still kicking. And I said she wasn't going to go nowhere anyway, because first of all, she got one of the biggest storylines about who the baby daddy is. But then again, Tyler Perry be killing off everybody, so everybody, he's like, they said, look, they be in the writer's room, if they have a writer's room. Well, more than likely, they got a writer's room. They said, who you want? They said, who you want to take off this season? He said, everybody. He said, everybody. But yeah, they had to get him off of her so they could hug her and everything. I said, you making yourself look worse. You making yourself look worse. This time, you see where she went? You should have seen where she went. You did too much. Now, one hug was enough or whatever. Even though Fatima was feeling some type of way, she still continued to be there for Andy. She only left after she seen Karen was okay. And I said, look, I don't know. I don't know. I would be conflicted. He did too much in my opinion. What y'all think? Comment your thoughts down below. What else happened? Let me see. Oh, when he was hug her and he'll hug her and then pull away. And I said, you better not kiss her. I said, it look like he about to kiss her. I said, you better not, you fool. I said, Fatima gonna dump you. I said, I know you ain't about to kiss her. I said, I know. I said, oh, you tripping. You tripping. Zach said he promised. He was like, I promise you. Look, that was the other time he messed up. I promise you, I'm gonna help you rebuild and everything. And they revealed that the man saved Karen. He said he was feeding the homeless, or he was walking by, he was feeding the homeless or something like that. He said sometimes they gather at the back door. But wait a minute. That still don't make sense. Then they say they found the body. Look, I be overanalyzing stuff. I'm too into this stuff. Didn't they say they found the body in the inside, but they found the body in the inside, but the fire was lit at the back door? How he get in the inside? He broke in or what? I'm confused. Didn't they say or did they, because they was waiting, they wouldn't let him go in? Maybe it was just because it was a crime scene. But I was like, wait a minute now. Didn't they say the body was in the inside? How he get in the inside? I don't know. But it was an older man that passed away and everything. And Pam didn't start the fire. Pam told Zach about how he was acting and that Fatima left. Aaron called to apologize to Pam. Pam tells Aaron to call that woman he was with. Somebody, you just want me to hook you back up with Karen and all that. And then I said, oh, no, Pam ain't no good either, because she was talking about some, he ain't giving her none and stuff. And I said, why would you say that? Ain't you friends with Karen, or you just work with her? Regardless, that'd be weird. I ain't gonna say weird, but that'd be inappropriate, I would say. But Fatima called Angela, and I was like, oh my goodness. But she actually ended up being the voice of reason. Angela said Zach did think that Karen had passed away and brought up Ian. And Fatima said she wasn't in love with Ian. And I said, wait a minute now. Didn't they say on Fatima that she was? I mean, sometimes people think they in love until they actually experience real love, and then it's a whole different situation. So maybe that was the case. I don't know. Fatima feels like Zach abandoned her, which he did. He definitely abandoned her. The girls hug. Karen say that they don't want to, not Karen. Sabrina, I think Sabrina said they didn't want to go through that again. And Sabrina was saying how she don't want them to ever be apart. Danny brings up how Zach was running to Karen, and everybody was like, no, be quiet, Danny, and all that stuff. And Karen admits that she noticed. Then she says that when she was at the doctor, she said, when I was at the doctor, they told me who the father was. I said, how? Well, she was, I guess it depends on what time of day it was, because I was like, okay, if you passed out and you went to the hospital, you said yesterday, before you passed out, that you was going to go the next day. She did say that, so maybe that's what she mean. Because I was about to say, how you had time to do all that? Where you get their DNA from? I don't know, but she said she know who the father is. They was like, on the episode for next week, that, are you going to tell us who the father is and all that stuff. But yeah, they waited to end the episode with that. But then they said on next episode, they learned Karen's whereabouts and everything. And I was like, okay, maybe the synopsis is wrong. They say it tends to be wrong sometimes anyway. But yeah, look, I liked the episode though. I liked it. I didn't like how they just sit up here and add like this random dude, talking about this random dude's the one that died in the fire. Don't build up all the suspense. They just wanted to stall. We waited all this time just for you to say it was some random dude. It ain't even the girl that Aaron was messing with. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me know down below what y'all thought of this episode. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time. Deuces. Have a great rest of the night. Be safe.